Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of More to the Story. I am Farron Moore.
I'm to hear more.
And do I sound excited today? I'm excited.
She does sound excited.
Does sound excited.
Today. Y'all don't even understand. I say I'm excited a lot, and he'd be like, you don't sound excited. I'm like,
She
but
don't.
I literally am. But today I feel like I actually sound excited. So let me tell you why I'm excited. So y'all have heard us talk about Pink Hef's sextables and sex vitamins. Like, you have heard us. You've seen the reel that Tahir posted. Like, that's...
Y'all got some sage in here?
We'll bless the place.
Yes.
Oh, my God. So we have the creator in the house right now.
Make some noise. We got, that's the only time I'm saying it. Daddy Hef in the house.
King Hef. Daddy
going
Hef
on?
is here. And after having one phone conversation with this man, in very Daddy Hef style, he was like, if I'm coming, then I'm bringing some subs too. And it's like, of
Please.
course you are.
Why would you not?
Why would we expect anything less? So, oh my God, I'm excited that you're here, and I'm
excited to
excited
be
for where
here.
this conversation gonna go because of where the conversation has been already
Yes.
today.
I just want to put a disclaimer up.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say this for the record.
Okay.
Listen, everyone. I am sanctified and holy, right? I'm just minding my business, and they won't let me mind my business. So
Let me tell you something.
whatever I talk about is not my fault.
We decided to create a brand partnership with Hef, right? And we hit him up, FaceTime him. He's walking in the woods.
In the woods.
In the goddamn woods. Nothing around. Complete, like, wilderness. Just carrying a hatchet, no shirt on. Having a casual conversation. Where your goddamn shirt at, sir?
It looked like it was 10 below.
Just living his best life. I say, hey, man, I can't wait to buy some land. I'm going to get the fuck up out of L.A. and buy me some land so fast.
Oh my goodness. But yes, tell us what more you are into other than the sex vitamins. Daddy Hef.
I'm also a professional dominant. So I get paid to heal women through pleasure and pain.
Heal through pleasure and pain.
I don't know
You
what that is, but
elaborate a bit.
that was so
It was so
goddamn.
player though.
It was player,
Yeah.
but it's very like broad as fuck. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? You got to go more in depth in that. Go deeper.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so a lot of men are like, I want a submissive woman, right? And a lot of women were like, I'll submit, but you got to be, you got to be ready. So the number one thing is about earning her surrender. I thank you for the submission, but I want you to surrender. Like, that's when you really let go, right?
Wow.
Earning her surrender is amazing, right? Establishing trust, right? Because this is all about, we putting all the cards on the table, spades all day. I got a boss in there, he got everything, all cards I got in my hand. That's what it is, right? And then, like, they come to me, right, they need things to release, like whatever she's been going through, maybe this morning or yesterday. Hold that. I'm gonna take it away. I'm built for it, right? And then plus that, look at this pretty neck, right? Like, look at this pretty neck right here.
Yeah, neck like a swan.
Yes, right. Look at all this pretty hair.
Them sister locks is
Yeah.
Right? You like that, don't you?
This is still
Yeah.
PG-13. I just put that out there. I saw the way she bit her lip. I said, oh shit, hey, put your panties back on. What the fuck is going on under this table?
But no,
I fucks with them.
We gave it up. Have a confession in the church.
Listen, I get it. I get it.
Pussy church.
Yo, okay. So you see how we expected nothing less than for him to come
Witty.
already. So before we jump in, because I start the episodes off with a question. This time, because I don't have my cards, I'm pulling these offline. I will just ask a question and then blurt out the name who has to answer it. Okay?
Oh, wow.
But before we do that, Daddy Hef, can you please introduce
These beautiful
your
ladies in the place with us, man.
Well, I have the plum pleasing pleasure.
Oh, plum
being,
pleasing.
yes, plum please. I'm from the country, y'all. Of having these beautiful, delicious goddesses on my side. I'm here with Priestess Pussy.
Priestess
Pussy.
That's
Listen,
a mouthful.
I know, right?
Double
That's
entendre.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I'm here with Sweet Majesty.
Sweet Majesty and Priestess.
That's such a wholesome
Pussy.
name, but I feel like ain't nothing wholesome about the shit she'll do behind closed
Oh,
doors.
you
You
have no
understand me?
idea. Open doors, front door,
And
back
listen.
door.
No idea.
And
No idea.
I'm going to say this. She's absolutely disgusting.
As she should be.
Yeah.
You know, as she should. Live your best life.
Yes.
Oh my
That's right.
God.
Hallelujah.
Now, I feel like there are so
Ooh,
many
y'all
people
gonna make me
that...
lose my Kojic sponsorship.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
what? Coaching sponsorship? No,
Somebody
we ain't taking no
over
money
there.
from the church. I think a lot of people, when they immediately think of doms and subs and dominatrix and just anything potentially surrounding what you do, they automatically think only sex. But it's more than that. There is the teasing. There's the sensationalizing
Yes.
of like the toys that you have
Yes.
and things that it's much more than just the sex. It's not just the sex. Like you can't just make somebody surrender from sex. They have to feel comfortable. We've been married for 9 years. We've known each other for what? 17 years. And last year was the first year she told me about some of her kinks. Like I knew, we watch porn together when we get down and stuff, but like her deep kinks, it wasn't until last year when she felt comfortable sharing that. So speak on how do you especially meeting somebody new, because like I said, we're 17 years in. How do you immediately cut through the
He
bullshit
is gonna
and
skip
get?
right over that question set.
I did.
segment,
My bad.
And he is ready to get to the thick of it.
Because I know a lot of guys is like,
it is okay.
Yeah.
Guys
Maybe
are
we'll
watching-
put it at the end.
Yeah.
Go.
I will go with the question afterwards, but guys are watching, and we'll talk about that part too, because a lot of guys are like probably enamored with this lifestyle, but they can't handle it mentally and emotionally. You know, to be in an open relationship or an open situation or anything like that, you have to have the confidence and security in yourself first before you can even try to
Believe
bring
that.
somebody else.
That's
Because
right.
if you're at home, you guys are out somewhere and someone's attracted to her and he comes up and he gets the permission from you. I would assume it's something like that. It's like a head tip or how to do something like that.
Yes.
You know, and then she, is equally attracted and wants to play with this person. You have to, or you may see her do some things with this person. You have to be able to sit with that and be okay with that.
That's
So
right.
can we talk about, like I said, the making someone feel secure enough to surrender, and then how do you keep your emotions in check? Because I know that's what the niggas want to know.
Well, for all the niggas
He got
that
your
wanna
back,
know.
nigga.
Because
That's right.
niggas won't say it.
got
Yeah,
you
yeah,
Niggas
yeah.
ain't
They won't. They won't.
unless they're confident enough
Yeah.
to ask. Like, even the way guys come up to me when they're fans, they be like, boy, if you don't get your light-skinned goof ass out of here, and then, man, I really like your shit, man. I like what you do.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we have to put on this bravado so we don't
Very
seem
true.
like we need
Yeah.
something from
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
first.
very
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah.
I would love to hear you.
Well, really, it's about coming as you are, right? Like, the one thing about it is you have to be very clear about yourself, right? Like, don't get me wrong, everyone has something they're working on. You see what I'm saying? Like, but you can't be super broken and then healing this, right? Or trusting that the fact that when either one of these women here say, Daddy Hef, I'm giving it all to you. You got to, and I'm responsible. Like, I'm accountable to both of them, right? So for any woman who you are in a play scene with, or you're having some serious play, you got to know that first that you're accountable to them. Like, listen, I'm gonna protect you and I'm gonna keep you safe, right? And not you can't. You got to get rid of your ego for once, because your ego is kicking. It's killing you.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like knowing what you like and asking what they like. That's the one thing about it is how do I know what your kink is? And the number one question I ask is, what is your hard and your soft limits? Right? Because everyone has something that they like. Hell no,
Right.
I ain't gonna do that because
Don't.
Really?
Don't.
I'm a pee on her. I'm a pee on her every now and then.
Nice.
I thought you said
Oh, I thought you said hard limit.
Me too.
I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
That's a green light.
But I'm just saying, don't.
We like it talk.
Poop and vomit. I have said it so many times on
Yeah,
the show.
poop and vomit, that's
hard
hard.
stops.
And
hard stops right now.
and so like people, some women that say, well, I don't got no limits. All right, well let me ask you a question. So when you tell someone like me that you don't have no limits,
Then you gonna go to
Your
the
wheels
extreme.
start turning.
Right.
It
I'm
goes
finna
to the
shit on this
extreme.
bitch's shoulder. Soon as she tie her shoe, I'm shitting on her shoulder.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if I had you blindfolded and I stuck my thumb on my ass and put it in your mouth, would you be okay with that?
Right.
Right? When you know what I'm saying? And then they gotta be like, oh, hell, I wouldn't do that. But then that's a hard limit.
That's a hard limit.
Like everyone has something that they like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Right? So find those things out, like the initial conversation, like, damn, you look sexy. Like I would love to dominate you. That's the thing. You don't have to say that. They choose. Like women choose always. So your submissive is gonna be like, what's up?
Yeah.
How you doing? Oh, hey, baby. It's gonna be a little subtle
Oh,
ways.
is that what you two ladies did, pretty much?
I think with her, we met at an event, but we saw each other at Exotica. And she was standing there. And because me personally, I'm big on protocol. So one of our good friends, our mutual friends, I didn't know if that was one of his subs or play partner.
She's like, no.
I respectfully,
Yeah.
I said that to her. And she was like, oh, no. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, well, can I choke you?
The way they say
Hell
hi is
of a
Yeah.
conversation
So nice.
starter.
My
I was
mom,
like, hey.
my mom was at that Exotica. She was like, so who's that man that was choking and spanking you? I was like,
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait
Yep,
a second.
you
Hold on.
heard
Let's-
it. You heard it right.
Let's throw that bitch in reverse
Her
real
mama.
quick and let's just roll
Yeah.
it.
Mama gotta know.
Your
Yeah.
mama was Exotica?
My mama know. My mama knows she raised the freak.
Right.
Where you get it from?
Yo, but
I got it from my
wait.
daddy.
Shouts
I
out
ain't
to
get
your
it from
mama.
my
Before
mama.
the show started, her mama or your parents too, right?
Yeah, they're in the lifestyle, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, what you going to LA? Yep, I'm going to meet my dom." And okay, girl,
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
You know, the only time my mama told me something like that is when I think I was in high school, and I was dating this girl, and she was like, she saw I was getting serious, and she was like, now, you're young, you should go out there and sow your raw oats. And then when I started fucking, she was like, you need to slow the fuck down.
Whoa, Tiger.
You need to reel it in.
Reel
Okay?
it in.
I was like, well, make up your mind, because this dick gonna get thrown.
Not Ringo, man.
This
Dingo.
dick is dicking right now. So I ain't even in my prime yet. I just figured out how to use this motherfucker. I'm finna be dicking. I'm finna be dicking somebody down. So you
Oh
need to
my
tell me.
God. Your poor mother.
And so I met her. We were at this event in Houston. We came to it was called Cocktails of Condos. So we came to Houston, and she was there. And she walked through the door. I was like, God damn, because it's Houston, Texas, all day, every day.
Third war.
Jesus.
Hold it down.
No, good God.
H down.
I just want to thank all y'all daddies for the ski. I want to say that.
For the ski.
For the ski. So that's how we met, and
The disrespect.
and since then it's just been like it's been super Rick James and Tina Marie Fire and Desire.
Hey, now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a
Okay,
beautiful
now.
description.
You spoke on that. I just want to make sure for the fellas that are watching, because I know a lot of guys would like the idea of an open relationship, open marriage. But they say that.
Oh,
but when you have to see it,
Oh, yeah.
for a lot of guys, they can't handle that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How did you learn to manage it, or how did you find out that you were able to control your emotions in that arena?
All right, so the one thing that I always knew is that at no point in time in my life was I ever faithful in any relationship. Not even in my marriage. Like, but
you know how much that don't matter to me.
Right? And so then, but I always knew that I had feelings for multiple women.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't always sexual.
Yeah.
But whoever I was partnered with, they always had the issue with that. And I always had to hide and lie and shit like that. So I was at one point in time in my life, this one brother, he came back into one of my soul brothers came back into my universe, and he had this thing called relaxation as a key. I was like, man, I need to relax a little bit. And we started talking about some things, and he was asking me about relationships. And he was like, you ever thought about, open relationships? I was like, it sounds cool. He was like, well, before you're going to do some work, he said, do you love yourself? I was like, what? What you mean?
I jack off a couple times a day.
What? He was like, nah, I mean, he said, can you really say you love yourself? I was like, I don't know. He was like, okay, so you don't know, that means no.
Right.
So he said, he said, normally the women I would attract it would be selfish lovers. And I'm like, why I keep attracting all these women that's selfish lovers and insecure? And then I had to discover that all they were reflections of me. So there were certain parts inside me that was insecure. There were certain parts in me that was selfish. So I attracted them.
He done said a whole word.
Preaching today.
So
For real.
So that's the one thing about it is every relationship, whether big, small, indifferent, is a direct reflection of something inside you energetically, right? Whether it's from the past or present.
Yep.
Right? So like I was like, man, I don't want that no more.
Yeah.
I don't want that no more at
wholeheartedly
all.
believe that just on at the time I thought it was just like a worldly level. I worked with this chick who was like, she was just like me, but on steroids. And so she was like over the top with like just her outspokenness and all this stuff. And I was like, she's me, but like worse, and I hate her. So I couldn't figure out why. And I realized like, that's because those are the things in yourself that you are battling with.
That's that mirror.
And so you see it magnified, and this is probably what other people see in you, and it made me like check myself and reel it in a bit. So like I get that energy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then also as I was going through my process and my initiation was I had to understand that I can't control what another person does.
That part.
Right? Like, whatever you want to do and the choices that you make, that's because I have nothing to do with that. It's not about me. Like, this shit, whatever you do, is not about me. The only thing that's about me is me.
It all circles back to like taking things personally. Like all of that is not yours to carry. And you are putting it on yourself. No one else is.
Yeah. So once I learned that, then I was like, all right. I was like, well, let me be honest with myself. All I want to attract are open relationships. Like, I'm fully honest. I'm telling you up front. Like, yo, I got a lady. Me and my lady been together 11 years. Just letting you know. Like,
Is that who you refer to as your primary?
Yes.
That's the term you use for like, instead of my main, it's your primary.
Yeah, or my old lady.
Or my old lady.
Yeah, when I say that's my old lady, you know. Yeah.
So is she also in the lifestyle?
She's not, but she respects my position in it.
Okay.
Right. And so it's like I really attracted her. Like, I wrote down one of the exercises, and really I went through a lot of things with Juju Mama, with Kenya
Shout
K.
out to
Stevens,
Kenya.
and Rakim Sekou, and went through that whole progressive love movement, wherein learning how to properly open relate, right, and learning how to trust, and just being honest with my intentions. So that's the one thing about it, fellas. If I'm gonna tell you, the most important thing you can do is be honest with a woman about your intentions. Like, listen, on some real shit. Like, you may see her, she's fine, but at the end of the day, y'all niggas just want to fuck.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like this, like, listen, like, you bad. I don't want a lady right now, but I really want to fuck you. Right? You know, just tell a woman like that. And on some real shit, she may just want to fuck.
Yes.
But what happens is a lot of times
the
is
assumption.
because we keep going through life, damn improv and relationships on how to do it, and we like, yo, if this working, I'm gonna keep doing it my whole life. But obviously, it ain't working for you because you keep going through the same shit over and over. So we take away women's choosing.
Yeah,
Right?
their ability,
Yep.
Their ability to choose.
their ability to
said
have a
that.
fully
Yes.
informed, to make a fully informed decision.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, I, real quick, I want to say, because niggas are here there and they'll go to meet somebody at McDonald's and say that shit.
Yeah.
The environment matters. If you're at a lifestyle event and you say that, it won't be disrespectful.
No.
It won't come off as like, damn, nigga, like, at least find out what my air sign is. My rising moon or something like that. The environment matters, and the way that you say certain things also matters. So if you're at that type of event, that's fine. But if you're at a fucking Starbucks, of course you don't say that, niggas. And I know a lot of y'all won't, but it's
There's still a way to go
This
about
is me,
it.
the man in the
No,
vegetable
no.
aisle.
listen.
You like,
I mean,
I'm-
it matters. Like, and I really think it also is the energy that you
Yeah,
carry.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course,
it's a
of course.
person.
Yeah.
we were
definitely.
out this past weekend, and someone walked up to us and just looked at us and was like, "I'd fuck both of y'all."
Oh.
And she could tell the energy, I guess, on it, because we were with other couples, and she didn't walk up to either one of
I
them.
want child.
Yeah, she just walked up to us, and we were like,
Yep.
"Oh well, thank you." You know, because we
Like, what was it? What did you see? What was it
She
about?
was just like, I don't know. I was watching
want me to
y'all
tell
at
y'all
the
what she
pool
seen?
and stuff like that. We do, because I want to know. But she, the way she approached us, and only us, I guess the energy that we were giving out, like she really picked up on it and honed in on it, and it was actually dope to like see that, like
yeah.
once you start.
The whole conversation started. It was like, is that a good thing? Like, what'd you see? You saw something, and then like, what did you think?
It was probably you guys'
And then,
attraction
like-
to each other.
Yeah, y'all's
because for
love.
a lot of like thirds or unicorns, that it's usually the attraction between that partner that draws you in, that love for each other. If they're already broken, you don't want to get mixed in that. But when they're
Yeah.
like solid, that's when they can be like, oh, this is gonna be a good
Oh yeah, a lot of people want to get with us and fuck with us.
Hey,
We fuckable as fuck. But yes, I want to know what you see, and
Yes.
then I'm taking questions from the Patreon. The Patreon watches early. One person said, "Does he find it difficult to balance their different emotional needs?" So that I want you to be thinking on that, and then
Okay.
I want you to tell it. Well, I mean, y'all
Yes.
kind of already touched on what they saw, like how we interact. and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
but we gonna get into what,
Yeah, this
what
one is
that
not
sound
safe.
is in a minute.
This
So
one is
what
not safe
I
for under 18.
see is definitely there's a strong love between you two, but usually when you're dealing with couples, the man like separates himself, divides himself, and I feel like what I could see is your ability to multiply. You know, when you're dealing with multiple women, especially at the exact same time, you don't divide yourself. You exponentially grow yourself.
Oh shit!
I love that word. Exponentially.
That's-
yes.
Yeah.
What it was.
Right, but that's not it.
I'll tell
though.
you, no,
because y'all are a unit. So your ability to like multiply and your nurturing, like just energy. And so like someone like me as a unicorn coming in, I know that we probably got what each other need, and so.
You got what they need.
I'm pretty sure
I got
what
what
you
you
need.
want.
Hey.
I got what you need.
Uh-huh.
This time I'ma make it hot. We were at a party a couple weeks ago.
It's the
No.
abrupt
No.
end to
Yeah.
it for me.
At the house. And you were trying to figure out what Slim had said for you to put on your shirt or something. I think it was fair and squared.
No.
It was
That's
something.
what Lex and Drea
That's-
Nicole
okay.
said.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So don't
Yeah,
forget
F
them.
squared.
F squared.
Yeah.
That's her new nickname, guy. F squared.
See,
Don't let her
exponentially
forget it. Yeah.
Oh, I
Alright,
see
but,
how you got there.
How do you balance the emotions? So you have a.
Sit on that, please.
Okay, time's out.
Wait a
Time's
second.
out. Time's
Hold
out.
on, hold on.
So,
My bad.
can you tell us what you just did?
When? Just now?
Yes.
To who? Her?
Tell the
Oh.
tell the everybody
this on
what
wax?
you just did.
No, it's on the one.
Oh.
It's on one. Okay.
don't believe
So basically what I did was I have this new massage one I'm thinking about selling. My sex toy wholesaler sent it to me. So I just wanted to see how we react if I cut it on and I put the massage on her breasts, right? They're really padded right now.
Not really. Don't do me like that.
My bad. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Right? But I just wanted to give a little nipple stimulation, right? Mm-hmm. How's it feel?
She
It
had
feels
to answer
magical.
that
Yes.
last question with that wand
Yes.
on her breast.
Yes. And currently she's sitting.
Multifaceted.
And currently she's sitting on the wand.
And yes, I was just saying,
And-
where is the wand
Perch.
now?
Yes, and she's not allowed to orgasm without my permission.
Oh, that reminds me. So we've had Madam
difficult.
Carmen.
Oh yes,
Yes.
I love Madam Carmen. Yes,
We went to college together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
I love Madam Carmen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I went to school in St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You from the Lou and you proud?
You got them right.
And so she was telling us about how, like, if she makes a man come, like, it's hers to do what she wants with it,
Absolutely.
and she controls whether or not he gets to, and that. So that's
She's
pretty
dope.
much what
Yes.
you're doing.
Yep.
How?
And I was using this here, this little 7 pinwheel on Majesty here. Like, look at her face.
Wow. She moved the mic. She looks so happy and like so at peace.
Oh, happy day.
Wow, y'all hear the buzzing? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
So, back to your question.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
The
I'm ready.
difference.
Yes.
Yeah, how do you
Keep going,
balance the
but-
emotion, especially with you having a main lady
Mm-hmm.
and then having 2 subs that you have to provide for emotionally, make sure that they feel comfortable. And
It's more than.
In the
I
room.
was only talking about what I see, what he said thus far. How do you
Having
balance
others.
all of that emotional equity? Like how do you keep in touch with everyone? How do you make everyone feel seen, valued, appreciated, and
Wait. This is assuming that you take on that full responsibility with that person, or if it's a as needed situation.
Well, for me, it's really more about an energetic connection, right? So, like how her energy flows and how her energy flows is different. So I'm like a conduit where I can, like, I know how to float in the water or just be on proverbial surfboard and not wipe out, right? I'm up here.
And you're able to
Yeah.
also manage your
Yep,
own.
I can manage my own as well. But at any moment when I'm not, I know that they can support when I'm not, right? Just like I can support when they with their need, right? Like if I'm like, Majesty, I just want a hug. She'll give me a hug.
Right.
So it's a wonderful exchange of energy, but like it's not difficult for me. Like I said, I always knew that I could love multiple women. So being the fact that I can love and appreciate multiple women and have relationships with them on different levels. Okay.
I'm
I
amazing.
love that this is more than just I like to fuck. Like, you know, people don't even think that there is that side to men. And nothing you've said has just been about sex. Like
Right, or
it's
just
about
flogging.
like like it could just be that. And you've approached it all from such a beautiful and holistic. Oh my God.
I'm glad that she is so open to this now. Because initially, when we first got together and moved out here, like, I'm a comedian, I'm an actor, but I don't hang with a lot of comedians. I've found that a lot of comedians don't know how to turn it off. They don't know how to have a meaningful conversation
Right. And
without
so
like
sad.
trying to one up each other, right? Like, and it's like, bro, just be a person.
chill.
And I've always been a person that has just attracted more females than males to my energy. And when she first moved out here, she didn't understand that because from optics, you know, she's moving out here to a brand new city. She doesn't know anybody. All she knows is me, and I have all these ladies around. And it was like, I just like the energy more that they put out than the guys. And initially, because the traditional ways we were raised and how we were brought up in church, it's like, nah, you got to be fucking all these people. And she's met all my comedian friends that are the ladies, and not one of them have ever like pull her to the side or said anything because I've never crossed that line in that way. For me, it's about the energy that the people that are around me put out. So just hearing you talk about that and seeing her light up is just like, finally. And I'm not saying she just got it because she understood way before now, but it's great that she can understand it. And Farron don't fuck with nobody. She didn't fuck. When she moved out here, she wasn't fucking with friends.
I am so nice now.
Now, absolutely. But initially,
I'm
her
nice,
friends...
right? Like, I'm so nice now. I'm a totally different person.
She is. Complete 180. But initially, wasn't fucking with none of these bitches.
Aries.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Wasn't fucking with none of these bitches.
Look, I've grown.
You had that mirror held up in front of you.
And it wasn't
Aries
for me, it wasn't
right
something
now.
sexually. It was just about the energy that the women carry.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not hanging with everybody because
And
you know there's
now
some people that just have fucked up energy.
Yeah, for sure.
But you learn how to master acquiring the right crew and the right energy that you need for that day or that moment or that event. And shit, now she's really getting good at that as well. So
Yeah, and now, I mean, you understand what I mean when I be like, that bitch energy off.
Yeah.
Like, something's wrong. Because it was something that came up with somebody that's pretty close to us, and I was like, they're on the watch list. Like, I need...
That's your
I'm
protector,
like,
baby.
something
That's your
happened, something
filter.
shifted, and I just need to be sure, you know? And so, like, he didn't dig any deeper. He was like, okay, just keep me posted.
Trust.
That intuition.
And we had a get together, and he's like, I didn't invite them because you said, like, and I was like, thank you. And that was it, you
That's
know?
great. You know, they
So-
say that a great man, a woman can either make or break a great man.
oh yeah.
And so it's beautiful
I
to
give
see
her
that
all
with y'all.
the praise and all the accolades for making me a better person, especially like communication wise. Like I'm a good talker.
You're
I can-
breathing over here?
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
No, that's right. Listen, I'm interested in seeing where this is going.
Okay, okay.
I could talk my way in or out of any room for the most part, but when it came to connecting emotionally on a relationship level or a personal level with someone I was talking to, it did take a little bit more, and she was very patient with me because
beautiful.
I had a lot of walls up. I
God.
did not trust women. I had a couple
Man.
situations in life.
It was
and
like
I
a Fortnite character, just building it.
I ain't gonna hold you. You got it. Obviously, she's been playing Fortnite with the kids. But it was, and I'm very thankful, and I give her all the praise for making me a better person.
Yes.
You know?
That's
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Hell yeah. So
yeah.
can I say?
Yes,
I want to say
please.
something beforehand. I love this energy here. It's all this juiciness around us to hear. Right?
Yes, yeah.
So I'm going to issue a triple dog dare challenge.
I was just about to ask about it because I was like, after you brought up a challenge, you had her pass me these.
I did. So
What's the challenge?
here's the thing. The challenge is you have to take all 3 Pink Health's vagina vitamins now.
Shit. 3?
Yeah,
All
3.
three.
All 3.
Let me tell you
Okay.
something.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm always
I
up for
don't know
challenge.
what the fuck
That's nothing
Health
to a
got
boss.
going on, what he's trying to prove. I got shit to do today. She take one
Not no
vitamin.
more.
She take one
Jumping on
vitamin,
that
and my plans have changed. She's
That-
taking all 3.
All
I can't
three.
miss this meeting with Bank of America. I have to let you know that.
It'll
Kick in right
it'll be marinade for you when you get back. Trust me.
Ah, shit.
And
Oh,
trust me
yeah.
on
That's
that.
nothing to a boss.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Bottoms up, bottoms up.
I got it.
Shit.
Open them up.
So what he got to take?
Oh,
Make him take stuff too.
Hold on. What the fuck?
Hold on. No.
I'll take some.
Would you
Make him take
would
stuff
you eat a
too.
whole guy dick treat?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right. So
oh,
these
yeah,
are,
damn
horny.
today.
these are some of Health's
Yeah.
products right here. This is the God Dick Treat. This is in the brownie form. He also has the pills for men that come 3 to the package. Let me tell you something. Don't take this shit before you got to pick up your kids from school. Don't take it before you got to go to a meeting at work. If you got to hop on a Zoom, take that bitch from the neck up. You don't, because you ain't gonna have no
That
shirt
dick
on.
gonna be-
You ain't gonna want to have no shirt on. You definitely ain't gonna have no bottoms on.
I
Just
believe
know
that
it's
you
going is going to be a thing. And now he got me eating this whole
Oh, fat man.
this whole goddamn brownie.
God did
When
treat.
normally we eat half of the
Thank
brownie. Half of the brownie does everything you need it to do. He wants to eat the whole
I'm
thing.
gonna eat a whole brownie too, sir.
Okay, and let me say this:
We
I'm not a
all-
sweet person, but these motherfuckers good.
These
the
when,
brownies
when we first tried them out, but
are
even
good.
before we started the partnership, I was like,
Wow.
"That's a lot going on." in this.
Listen.
Amir has his mask on, and he just like it smells like black do it in here. Smell like do it juice in here. Even before we started the partnership, I was telling Farrah, I was like, "Yo, I did not expect it to be this moist, delicious."
And it's packed so well. It's
It is
packaged
very well. So yeah, let's just. We're gonna crack into it while we get into some more questions.
Oh
Somebody
my
said,
God. I
what's
have
the
to-
experience like with those? I
my
assume
God.
you're talking to the
With what?
the
Just
stuff we
real
take.
quick, I have to say that just the sound of this vibrator is making me so horny.
Hey. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just the sound of it.
Oh man. This
Okay.
Thing, oh,
Wow.
God, this thing here is so good.
Everybody's talking about they've been missing the alerts. I don't know what's going on with Patreon. I will send them an email, but if y'all try to like maybe hard close your app
You'll get
and then launch it again, hopefully that'll or log out and log back in. Maybe that'll help with the alerts.
Well, I mean, it's in the queue.
Brandon Taylor said, "Do you think it's necessary to involve yourself in your playmate or sub family issues?"
What?
Do you
So,
think
like,
it's necessary if she has family
Pussy
issues
priest.
for you? Priestess pussy,
Pussy.
has family issues. Would you involve yourself in them?
Or vice versa? Do you
Or
think-
vice
Family
versa,
issue.
yeah.
No. No. Stop. Now I'm here for
To relieve the stress that that may
yes,
cause.
yes.
The
I'm here.
tension, but-
I'm an ear to listen. Talk to me. Okay. I'm gonna give you some wonderful advice to help you work through that. I'm gonna check on you, but it's no way I'm jumping in that double dutch line.
Yeah. Okay.
and vice versa? You wouldn't
No.
put too much on her. Okay.
Okay.
I'm worried
okay.
about her for as long as she's
I
sitting on this
am
vibrator.
too, because it's like, is it still gonna work afterwards?
I'm just glad that
What?
the seats are leather.
Is it gonna
Yeah,
work?
I didn't bring any puppy pads with us. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
My bad.
Not puppy
I'm
pads.
listening for the drips on the carpet.
Yep. You'd be like, what is that
Gonna be
water?
a-
What is dripping?
I know.
Moist and humid day in the
Oh,
valley.
wait. Majesty and Priestess, have you guys met before this weekend?
No,
Nope.
we have not.
Oh,
Oh wow!
You know,
so what's that like? I would love to
Yes.
hear.
I know for me, I trust the people that I engage with. I trust that they have good discernment in people. So I can trust that you're not going to have me around somebody who's crazy or got messy, nasty energy. But I
Yeah.
also trust myself that if I felt that type of energy, then I'm definitely an
Gonna
advocate for
remove
myself
yourself.
to speak
Yeah.
up for myself and remove myself from any messy situations.
Love it.
yeah.
I love it. That's grown up shit.
that's right.
Right.
Not just
That's
the
what I'm
words
saying.
she
That's
used.
emotional
I got
intelligence.
enough discernment
Yeah.
to remove myself from the goddamn situation.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a big thing across the board in our community is that the communication, the emotional intelligence, the spiritual intelligence, all of those things, the intuition is pretty at an all-time high compared to other, spaces where the communication may not be as open or as efficient. But whenever we were getting together, he put us in a group chat. We saw who each other were, and of course, you go to her page, go to my page. I'm like, this is a woman after my own heart. Like I can see myself in her. So we feel out the energy even before, just because of how I think intuitive we all are
But
in
also-
this realm. But he's a master orchestrator, so I already knew he's doing some Picasso shit, and I'm just going to enjoy the show and be a part of the
Hey,
masterpiece.
I'm gonna tell the fellas officially for the record, and this is not just because I make these things. Yo, this shit here fire.
This
boy.
shit-
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Bye.
so good. And
It-
it's
it's got a
even better
little-
if you warm it up a little
Yo,
bit.
A little ice
yo,
on top.
yo, and
Melt in
it's
your
got that little
mouth.
crunch on the crust. Yo, let me tell you.
It's got caramel,
Yo.
like a thin film of caramel.
Layer, not film.
Layer. It right in the middle of it. You get to the middle, but
barbecue.
this is another little surprise right here.
What
This
kind
shit
of
is fun.
barbecue?
I was going to add one thing to what you said. Another thing is the Black kink community. It's big, but it's small.
Yeah.
And everybody's very interconnected. So even
Right.
if I don't know you personally, I know people that you know. We're
Right.
like 2 degrees of separation.
Absolutely.
So
Right.
like you
Absolutely.
you get a vibe of people's energy by who they hang out with and who they associate with.
Right.
I know
Even you
that I could
guys.
probably drop some names that you guys would know immediately.
Yeah, like,
all
if
the
you-
same
yeah.
people.
Like
And
Madam Carmen, she's we live in
Yeah.
the same neighborhood.
We were just talking about her on the way here.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
asking
really?
if she knew if she knew that group because she's from Texas.
Yeah,
She has a
she
certain-
came out to the show when he had a show in
Yeah.
Houston in March.
We had a couple people go down with us because I was preparing for my tour. It starts next weekend. Get your tickets
Ow.
for the Villain tour. Me and Ty Davis pulling up in your city. And one of my friends had never met her before. And he walked up to her. He's like, I don't know what it is about you, but your energy keeps drawing me to you.
Oh man, that thing, bro.
And she is just a vibe.
She
Like,
is.
that Madam
She
Carmen.
is.
yeah,
me
she
tell
actually
you.
she's been
She
on the show
really
too
is.
because she
Yeah.
came out here, and I was like, "Yo, you ever out here? You got to come on the show." And
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna just say this,
Yeah.
Madam Carmen. I know you're gonna see this.
this is gonna be a clip.
You could officially get it and give it to me.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, listen, that thing there.
Listen, it's something about you. Can't even tell you what it is. It's just
No.
like
Can
the
I
energy
just
she gives up.
scoot a chair over in the corner
Yeah.
of the room and just sit there? I'd be so quiet.
Front row
Let me
seat,
tell you something.
baby.
I'd
Farron
be
likes
so
to
quiet.
watch.
I'll be
Always giving
so
Farron likes to
quiet.
watch. She will sit crisscross applesauce, sit in the corner, and just be eating it, just like.
Yep. Like I'll be trying to hide. Like I don't want to
Like
throw
I see
off
your
the
whole
rhythm.
body. Your whole body's behind the lamp. You hid behind the
They
lamp.
can see you.
Yeah, I was definitely one of them friends that kept walking into the room like I didn't know my friend was in there fucking.
Also, you avoid.
Oh, I missed the stop on the door.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I did change the
but-
chat to the live chat, so now I'm seeing the questions and the comments live. Yes, it's somewhat of an aphrodisiac brownie. He also has cookies for men, and he
Yes.
also has the pills and for women.
Yep.
Wait, the cookies are just for the women, right?
Yeah.
The cookies are just for the women. There's a
And they're
snickerdoodle.
plant-based.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That
Yes,
brownie
yes,
though.
yes.
Whoo, that brownie is something different though, fam.
But the potency of that cookie
Oh, that listen.
is
going
different.
for
That damn.
It's
what do you
different.
Maybe I should have
Huh?
paid today.
Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Do you want to eat a cookie?
No, it's too early.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what-
I was like, goodness.
she opened my
I thought
mouth.
you, said, I
I
thought
was
you
like,
wanted me to open it up.
no.
Okay.
I said hold it up to the camera.
Oh,
My bad.
okay.
Well, I don't know what her energy's thinking of.
I was about to say, oh, she going
I'm like,
in
she
and
took-
sir,
Like,
be
that's why I said
careful
the
penny,
tonight.
like,
All right, so people are asking for the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat, and you can grab that.
Pinkheps.com.
With that
For the people-
discount code.
Discount code.
Discount code the Moors.
So I'm gonna put that in the chat, and then for the people that are watching this in real time,
Yes,
it'll
yes,
be in
yes.
the description. So we gotta make sure you put it in the description. You
Yes,
can get
sir.
that. And man, listen, I'm all about living your best life, and I'm all about like whatever situation you got going on, taking that to the next level. You can definitely do that with Pink Health.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I stand by that.
Oh my God. I want to talk about, I need him to talk about the
you
rest
doing
of
that,
these
priestess?
tools that he brought though.
Heavenly.
Can you bring up the rest of the toys you brought and do a little demo for us before we
Oh.
close out this
Oh wow.
episode?
Sure. All right. So of course she's sitting on the
Yes.
massage
she is
while here.
still on it.
Open your mouth up. Oh my God! Look how her mouth is.
Wow. Okay.
Not safe for work. Don't watch this shit at work. You gonna get fired.
Even for real.
Oh my God.
So this is like similar to a Wartenberg wheel, right? This adds like a little prickly sensation when it goes over.
Okay.
May I, sweet man? Thank you. So you could either do it soft here, you can go a little hard. Like it's really good in spaces like collarbones here. Right. Look at her face.
I know, right?
Right. And this is, my favorite little thing here.
Wow. He got a Crocodile Dundee.
Yes.
Crack.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is really nice here. So, like, this is a real ass knife. Now,
A real ass
This
knife.
ain't no prop knife right here. Like, this is right. So, a lot of people, when they see me do knife play, they're like, man, I wish I could do it. Whatever you do not do this without learning how to do it first.
Wait a second. Let's
Yes.
throw that bitch in
Yeah.
reverse.
Yeah.
There's something actually called knife play.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Why? It's not enough
Because-
stuff to play with?
No.
Before?
No.
Okay.
You can really hurt
He's
a lot of-
literally
Yeah.
playing
We're
with
gonna
a
get you
knife.
list
Yeah.
that you can go through.
Okay.
a lot of BDSM can be very dangerous. So that education piece, a lot of people see it and think it's so cool and
Yeah.
miss that education piece. That is like the
Yeah.
key. That is where you have to
Like
start.
Right.
to get hurt.
there's no gray area in BDSM. It's either fun and games or back of the police car hospital.
Okay.
Like, for
Mental
real.
institution.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like for
but
real.
that makes sense because the flogger that we met, she was saying that when she saw it, she was like, "That looks really cool. I want to do it." And somebody else would have just bought a flogger and got
Yeah.
to whipping it around,
Yeah.
and she was like, "No, it's a technique
Yeah.
to save your wrist
Wrist, yeah.
and to
Right.
the
Tendonitis is
pressure
real.
And for the
that you're
sensation,
hitting, the
yeah.
sensation. Yeah,
But even knowing where on the body.
on the
you
body,
can
that's
hit.
right.
another thing
But
she
the
said.
thing is, like, you have to stay away from the kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and oh my God, sometimes I'll see people flog. I'm like, why you hit their kidneys?
Right. I see that
They
a lot in the
candies.
LS
Wow.
clubs when they just kind of
and what happens
think
is,
they're doing something.
so here's the thing: if you are the submissive or the bottom, please be vocal for yourself, right?
Right.
If that hurts, say no.
Yeah,
that hurts.
being a submissive
words.
means
Like,
you,
safe
you
words
sit
be
there
like,
and
oh.
watch
Color
the ship
system.
sink.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that as a
Yeah.
submissive, you just let your dom like take control. They
whatever.
just do whatever you want. No, you are still fully in control of your experience. That is literally what consent means. You have control
Right.
over your experience, and you should feel encouraged to speak up for what you want and what you do not want.
That's right.
Right.
So
Okay.
here's an example. Sweet Majesty,
Yes, Daddy Hef.
may I grab your hair?
Yes, Daddy Hef.
Thank you so much.
The smile that spread across her face.
Yeah.
May I choke you?
Yes, Daddy Hef.
May I slap your face?
Yes, Daddy Hef.
So wait, what goes into this knife thing?
Oh, I'm about to ask her that question.
Oh, okay.
So, may I use the knife on you? Do I have your consent?
Where, Daddy Hef?
Right here.
Yes, Daddy Hef.
Thank you. Maybe right here too.
Yes, Daddy Hef.
Thank you so much, Sweet Majesty.
You're welcome, Daddy Hef.
What's your safe word?
Red.
Ooh, wonderful.
red.
You have to
The
ask those
colors.
questions.
Yes.
Don't play around. Don't be like, hey, I'm diving in. And be like, oh, what's your safe word, by the
Wow.
way? Find out, right?
That was great.
That
I've
was
never
hot.
actually seen that in action like that.
Yeah.
We joke and play pineapples and shit like that, but we've never
that's
really
my
made
safe
a safe
That's
word.
your safe word?
Pineapples is? We've never really made one because we
Wow.
never really went that hard.
Y'all
Yeah.
ain't dove in
Yeah, I
yet.
think we
Right.
would probably have to be coached doing.
Yeah.
I know a coach.
I didn't even know if that was a coach. I just
Right.
threw that out there, but like,
Yes.
he just-
it's
He's
nice
gonna
to see that
say
you have
the
all of
word.
The
these
Dom
outlets.
Academy.
Tom Academy.
Yes, I was actually going to get into that in the next segment, so we can. Okay, Majesty is over here
Yes.
enjoying life.
Can I say something about
Yes.
submission? So, especially for Black women, I find that, I ain't gonna let nobody dominate me. We have a lot of trauma and blockages and things from that. But this practice and, getting with someone that is trained and can educate you and make you feel safe. I always tell the women that I teach and that I train in the goddess lifestyle that there is power in submission. And to understand that just because you're going into this space that you are giving your power away. If anything, it's more empowering than anything. And there's a part of yourself that you're going to be appeasing versus like kind of shunning it in the corner to the side and thinking that beast ain't never going to want to lash out and come out. So these kind of spaces are really important for our healing and our growth. And don't be scared to submit. You need to have a man scared, on the other end. You know what I'm saying? When, you come from a very empowered place.
That's right.
Wow,
Well,
that's amazing.
that was fantastic.
I know, right?
Like,
Yeah,
all-
we gonna have
all the
Priestess
downloads
Pussy
is
back
coming
on.
in.
Yeah, we gonna have
Sitting on the
Priestess
throne.
Pussy back on a whole other trip.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yes. Ow. Do it. I come back and play with y'all any day. Nice.
Not what I meant.
Oh,
I know know. She went.
She tried to get the
I know.
streets talking.
I know, right?
She tried to get the streets
know.
talking.
We don't play from
that
H-Town.
damn Farron into here. I knew it.
Hey,
I
I
ain't
ain't
know
saying
shit.
You see, I got dragged to some shit and I ain't even say nothing. I was drinking water, trying to stay hydrated. You know what I
You
mean?
ain't say nothing. Your body was talking.
Oh.
I'm sitting on this thing. I'm tapped
Let me
in.
tell you something.
Once again,
Roll to black. Technical difficulties.
He pulled the knife out to everybody. Even she was, Reese was talking. She was like, and then she looked. She was like, this nigga really got that knife out.
It's going down.
Really got that knife out.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we got to wrap up in the next 5 minutes, so we're gonna
right here,
So tell us.
Lightly, yes, Daddy.
lightly. I can put it right here.
Oh. We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
We got
So
5 minutes.
Let's ask a couple questions before we begin with that. This is.
And she is still sitting on the wand. I just want to point that out in case you
This
feel
episode might have to be behind the paywall or private.
Oh yeah, they gotta pay for this.
YouTube is going to go crazy.
That's definitely Patreon right there.
They're gonna be like we gotta find some clean break spots to like to cut and go to because we put this up just like this. They gonna be like it's harm and bodily
Yes.
intent and all of that type of shit.
I consent.
Yes.
She can send it YouTube.
Yes.
They
So
don't give a
get
fuck.
off
They
our
don't
still-
trying
back.
to
they
hear
still
that
gonna
shit.
flag
Right. Gonna flag the shit out
They
of
gonna
it.
still
Get
flag
off
the fuck
our
out of it.
back. Let us know where to find you, Daddy Hef.
All right, on Twitter, I don't know. I'm like super shadow banned, but it's Daddy underscore Hef on Twitter. I don't understand why people can't find that.
You don't just with the knife. You don't understand why.
No, sir. No, sir.
Bless his heart.
I don't. I told you I'm sanctified. On Instagram, King Hefs, HEFFS, Black Hefs on Instagram, and Pink Hefs on Instagram.
There it is.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm on OnlyFans too, but I'm about to be on what's it called?
Excite Bunny.
Excite Bunny.
Is
And-
that and that's completely different from
Yes. It's
my
black
videos
owned.
or something like
It's
my
a black
vids?
owned OnlyFans, like a black owned OnlyFans.
Yes.
Really?
Platform, yeah.
So coming in the near future, it's gonna be the 30-minute kink break. And for 30 minutes, you're gonna get to see me dominate someone's daughter. For 30 minutes.
Someone's daughter.
Somebody's daughter.
There it is, folks.
Bong bong.
He's still a nigga.
DSD.
Oh, real.
DSD, dominate someone's daughter.
That's right.
There it is. New series coming out. Excite Bunny.
That's right. Excite Bunny.
Ladies, do you
Yes.
guys want to drop your socials
Sure.
to build it up?
You can find me at The Fun Sexual on Instagram and on Twitter. You can find me at What Would Maj Do on Excite Bunny.
All right.
Oh, excuse me. Could you please tell them about your other stuff too?
And I am coming out with a line of custom leather bodywear harnesses, collars, and cuffs for my kinky and kinky interested folks.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. I love
Is
it.
that
I
one
love
of them
it.
on you?
This is one of them. On
Beautiful.
Maj. Thank you.
And that's your page on
What's the
Instagram?
name of it? Yeah.
Adorned by Maj on
Adorned
Instagram.
by Maj.
Spell Maj just for the people.
MAJ.
Okay. There it
Adorned
is.
by Maj. That's me.
Okay.
And you can find me on Instagram at Sweet Love Sanctuary, and you can find information on my spiritual temple in Houston, Texas at sweetlovesanctuary.com.
There it is.
Sweet and low.
Sweet Love Sanctuary.
Sweet love.
Sweet. All right. Well, listen, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Patreon, y'all stay right there. We're going to jump right into this next episode.
Yes.
We ain't going nowhere. We had an amazing episode. Shout out to all of our guests for coming out and having a
Yes.
great time. And
Shouts out
kicking
to
it with
everyone.
us. Shouts out to everyone.
Yes.
Fran, you want to take it from here?
Yes. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of More to the Story. I'm Farron Moore.
I'm to hear more, and we'll see you next week on
week
another episode of More to the
More
Story.
to the Story. Bye.
Peace, guys.
Ew.